We have this question from our manager, Amanda, who reads a report that the average telecom customer uses 2 products from the telecom. She asks you to compare that against the data from our company, Banatel. We're going to use a column labeled num of products and alpha equals 0.05 to test the hypothesis that the average for number of products is equal to 2. What is the value of z if the theoretical mean is 2? All right, a couple of bits of information that we're going to need here. Let's first of all look at our data set here and find this column. Cool, that one says num of products. That's the column that we're talking about. Great. It's in my formula, right? So my mu, my theoretical population mean, is equal to 2. My x bar, so this guy right here, let's find out what that is. If I just highlight this column, at the bottom, I get an average. I'll do this. Oops. Oh dear. Here we go. Gracious. Here we go. You can see my count. So my average is 1.5302, n equals 10,000. Great. So that's n is 10,000, x bar is this one. The only thing I have left is I need to find the standard deviation. And I can do that over here. I can just make this is equal to stan dev number of products down, enter, and 0.58. Cool. Those are the components I'm going to need to do this. I can also click here on Insert, then Tables, Pivot Table. It's going to ask me what data to use. I want to use this whole sheet. Now I build my pivot table. What I'm interested in is number of products. So let's find that. I'm going to drag it here to values. You can see it gives me the sum of the number of products. That's not actually that useful. So by clicking on the I can change it to average. That gives me the mean. That number is the same as this number. I'm going to do it again. Drag down number of products as a value. Click the I and change this number to standard deviation. See, this number is the same as this number. Finally, I'll bring it down here, click the I, and change it to count. You'll see this number is the same as this number. Right? This is using a pivot table to get this data for us very easily. So the first step here for my numerator is to get the point difference. So that is going to be equal to number of products that we have observed minus 2. Where does the 2 come from? 2 is this little letter here. It's called mu. And in the problem, it says 2. Okay. Now we need to get the denominator. That's this part. And it's a little complicated because you see there's 2 parts. It's actually divided by another fraction. But we can do that quite simply. Say equals standard deviation divided by, and then for Excel we can do SQRT for square root of n. Bam. All right, now I have my numerator and my denominator. So z is just my numerator divided by my denominator. And I get a value of negative 80.76961748. So what is the value of z if the theoretical mean is 2? The answer We copy this, and we would do C equals that. Just like that. No additional work required. Boom. Did it. Done.